I think what they are going to do is not what people expect. I think that the shared wisdom is that 2016 will bring us to 2, 3, or 4 1/4% rate hikes, leaving us at the end of the year at about 1% or so in the federal funds rate. It seems to me that the Fed is more likely to go to 0 than to go to 1/2% from here. I think that the Fed felt that through a combination of institutional self-regard, that as it read the data, it felt it had to move. It had been saying for so long that it would, it had to, it did. But that doesn't mean it was right to do so in the Fed's own scheme of things. So I think that the Fed will regret the move it did in December, and I think it will backtrack. I think we'll begin to be hearing speeches by various Fed personages saying that, in the circumstances, we might well consider this. We think that the data are not so friendly as they might be. We think that blah, blah, blah.
Should they already have raised a year or two ago, or should they not have been so accommodated?
As we say on Wall Street, I think they missed their market.
They missed it. So you're not saying that. I mean, they painted themselves into the corner that they're in.
Well, they did.
Now,
they did.
Aren't they?
Let us consider what these ultra low rates do. They pull consumption forward. Car sales being a prime example. Lease terms never been easier. It's never been cheaper to borrow. It's never been easier to arrange a subprime loan. So a lot of car sales in 2015. That's great, right? Well, it's great until financial terms tighten and those cars can't be sold. So these ultra low rates pull consumption forward, and reciprocally, they push into the background business failure or the recognition of business failure because everything's so easy to finance.
Really. Yeah.
So what we have, I think, in 2016 is a conjunction of weakened consumption, especially for cars, and the manifestation of business failure that was masked or shrouded by these ultra low rates. So the Fed has given us a kind of a hall of mirrors. It has changed perceptions. It has changed the timing of cyclical events. But I think that ultimately markets out, the price mechanism finally is revealed to be the better allocator of resources than our mandarins in Washington. And I think the Fed will be forced through necessity to backtrack on this rate hike.